Welcome back to the Tonight Show with E5. Today, our guest will be a very decorated person, the 2019 VNU Young Face of the Year. Please welcome chị Nguyễn Minh Tâm. Um, when did you start interning?
Well, at the end of my third year, if my memory serves me right. Yeah, because at that time I knew about the portfolio thing, but it was not too late for me to start working and interning. So yeah.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. I mean, how do you seek information about the internship programs at the first place?
A coincidence. Like I attended ULIS job fair, and there is a center named Miss Hua English Center, and then I just gave them my information, and they called me to their interview, and then I landed that job as an English teacher in communication. So yeah, that's why I got that job. But before that, I worked at Sun School, and this center just teaches young students.
In that there must be a lot of difficulties doing your internship.
Okay, so I was English communication teacher, so and I had to taught adults, and because I was so nervous because I hadn't taught adults before, and that is the biggest difficulty at that time because I was worried whether I can did this well or not. And at the end I managed to ask other teachers, and then I had to think of a way to motivate them, because in communication they don't have any aims. Like if you study for IELTS, you will have your aim and target, like you will have to get 6.5 or 7.0 or something like that. But in communication there is no specific aim, so that is quite difficult for me to devise lesson plans, and I think that is the biggest difficulty for me. And also I had to motivate them a lot because old people have their own schedule and they are quite busy with their work, so they cannot do homework all the time like young students. So that's why my job is quite challenging. I think it was challenging for me to inspire them and motivate them to do homework.
So in your opinion, what are the considerable benefits that you actually obtain from the internship?
So I I didn't know how to you know draw a good plan, a good lesson plan for my class, and I know how to manage my class. Whether there are some students who are quite bad at something, I will try to talk to them, and then I will try to boost them. And also I know how to speak in front of a lot of people, and I boost my public speaking skills a lot. That is because you will have to persuade and talk in front of adults, so you need to have a lot of experience and knowledge, and also you need to have a good mindset so that they can listen to you, because you are too young, so how can you make them trust you and believe in you? So yeah, that is one of the biggest benefit that I got from that job as an English teacher in communication for adults.
Going back to your internship, what do you think is the factors that resulting in your success?
Interesting question. Well, first of all, you need to ask and respond all the time. So I was so curious about how to, help my students and how to help them, achieve their goals and their aims. And I always respond to my coworkers, and I always respond to employers. So that's why, they can remember me, and they will, have a good impression on me, right? And another thing is that you need to very, focus on, students' outcome, and on and your image. Because if you focus on your students' outcome, you can try your best to help them and to help them get their goal to study effectively. And also you need to care about your image because at the end of the day you really need a job, right? So if you leave them a bad image about you, how can you survive in this field if you have a bad image, right? Yeah, so those are the factors that help me to get a good score in my internship and also help me to land more jobs in this field.
I'm pretty sure that our viewers here would love some of the advice. So, can you advise them on what they should focus on during the internship to be well prepared for a future job?
You need to focus on your students and also their aims because if you don't have a heart for your students, it's really hard for you to keep working as a teacher. Okay, no matter how good you are and no matter how brilliant and excellent you are, if you don't have passion for this field, it's really hard for you to sustain. And if you don't care about your students and and their aims, you cannot have a good career path, and you cannot impress your employers.
And thank you so much for showing up here today again. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone.